All right, good morning, traders, and welcome back to another week. We have another short week because we have a New Year's Day right in the middle on Wednesday. So we're being New Year's Eve. So yeah, short week, but still a week with opportunity. So let's see what we got here. So for the pre-market analysis that we did, we wrote the market is marking down nicely from its potential daily lower high at 22,000. That's off the daily right here. It's 22,000 area. Potential lower high. It will become the lower high once it breaks and confirms on the daily. So it'd have to close below here, this 381. Actually, the level that we're retesting right now. Yeah, so we are currently retesting the bottom of that daily range, potentially pairing losses from here, hopefully, and holding the lows today. But who knows, right? The market has been very weak, and this is normal. This is how markets move. If we take the daily, then I can see this 2,500 level, weekly level. This is a weekly level. Let me show you here on the, whoops, I just changed the entire instrument. Okay, hold on. So let me go to the weekly here. Stop trying to be fancy, right? Okay, so the weekly looks like it's trying to retrace without actually shifting, so that's a good sign. That potentially we can get all the way down here, maybe. We might just bounce off of here again, even though we already tried that and we're coming back. So that's giving me some confidence or lack of confidence, but confidence that this level might actually break and we might actually retest these 500. That would be great for a nice swing trade from these 500s back up to the highs. That's, yep, 1,300 points. That's a very nice trade. If that level goes, Armageddon. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so the 4 hour. So this is the bottom of the daily range. We are tapping it. And yeah, it looks like it wants to go and probably test these lows right here on the 4 hour. Maybe, we don't know. On the 1 hour, before we get down to those lows, we could see a retracement up, retest this low, create a lower high on the 1 hour, and then go down. Right, that will give us a nice wake up, maybe wick right here on the 4 hour, and then come down if it is going to come down, and test this. This 21,100s. That would be nice if we can get a retracement, because then we would actually take this straight up. This is about 50 points. We would take the, maybe we would take, actually, we just have to see, right? We'd have to see how our time frames look. On the 15-minute, we did create the low of the range, with the high being here at the 462s. We would have to break through that temporarily to get here to these 500s. And now the question I'm having for myself is, would it be better to sell this 550 area? So wait and sell or wait for the higher low, or sorry, the lower high, or buy it from the lower low, not knowing how far we can go, because the lower low can literally just stop after this candle and then continue down, kind of like what we did up here, right here. So we have the nice move down, we create a low, the bottom of the range is in, but then this becomes a lower high because we put in new lows. So it could be doing the same thing on the 1 hour. So it looks like we're going to be flat for the first half an hour to wait and see what actually happens on this hourly time frame. Because we do have a lot of room. We have about 150 points of room in this range. So we'll see. I'm definitely not rushing into anything. And I'm 100% okay with not taking a trade today if I don't get it. But right now I'm trying to see which trade is better. Because there's the market open. There's a few scenarios. So if the daily does want to pair its losses and come down up, The question becomes, is it just going to hold the 550s for the rest of the day, or is it going to chop around there and end up there? Very tricky stuff. So, I think I'm leaning towards more the sells, and honestly, I don't think it. That the only problem with that is it is going to take a few hours, maybe. So we'll just have to see. All right, so nothing special off the open here, just hanging out. Looks like the 15-minute wants new lows, but the 1 hour also looks like wants to hold on. So let's see. And we do have some decent volume, so that's good. We had a lot of volume in the pre-market. These guys trying to get their profits and run, huh? Okay. So on the 5 minute, we do have this area, right? That kind of coincides with the 15 minutes of this entire area. Looks good. On the 1 hour, it looks pretty decent, but that's only halfway to our quote unquote target. So if we were to buy this up, if we saw something that we like, then this 475 area would give us some trouble for sure. But if we can get through there, I think we definitely get to the 550. Not definitely, but highly probable that we get to the 550s. And then from there, who knows what we do. Or we just keep going down. But I will pay attention to how we behave to right here into 470s. Excuse me. Patience. Okay, let's see what the S&P is doing. So the S&P is doing the same thing. The Dow is doing the same thing. Also, gold is selling off. Um, we're actually in those sells on the swing trading account, so that's good. Up about 600 on that one. Okay, looks like new lows. 1 minute on the 5 minute to close. Gee. Okay, looks like it still wants to extend. Oh yeah, nice push down. The daily is so heavy. Look how far it is from its opening price. So to pair some losses, I mean, it just depends how weak this is, right? But to pair some losses, I think is possible. But if I'm gonna look for any buys, I think they're gonna be extremely short term. Like extremely short term. So short term that they're probably not even worth taking, so Yeah, I think we're looking for these 21,000s again. That's about 300 points away. All right. So if we can get 409s again, that'd be nice. However, I would not want to see 409s on the current 15-minute candle. I would want to see it on the next one, wick, tap this, and then reverse, kind of like what the hourly did, and then get a quick flush. Not gonna lie, this was actually a pretty good sell because the risk was tight there. Oh yeah, so you see the buyers getting swatted there on the 5-minute. Same phenomenon happening on the 1 hour. This is very hard to convince me to buy this right now. Very, very difficult. All right, so still just nothing. It throws me off when I'm actually trading now because when I'm back testing, the back tests they go by so fast because it's just candle, candle, candle. So when I actually have to sit here and wait, it's like, oh, okay, I have to actually wait. Okay, so I do have a trade idea here. But I don't know how much space we have. Okay, that's enough space actually. Okay, so it's the same idea as the 1 hour holding idea to test the 550s. Here's what I need to see. I need to see this lower high area go like this, but it would also have to hold 15-minute low. So it'd have to hold 377s. Come in here, maybe come back in here. And what this will do is it will shift structure on the 5-minute. The 1 hour would have to be bullish as well. And the 15-minute would be holding the bottom of its range. I hiring the probability that it's gonna retrace just a little bit, pairing the losses a little bit. So that's the thesis. If we can get it, great. If not, we'll adapt with the information the market gives us. So one more time, step one is take these highs, close above it. Great. Step, well, they're not really steps, right? So, okay, requirements, more like one, break this, right? And hold the high right here above this high. The other requirement is this 15-minute candle has to hold above here, 378. If it does, great. And the hourly has to also be bullish on the close. So we can't even do anything for the next 20 minutes. And that's the case for the buys. And it's less probable to happen because of how weak we are. We could just hang out here all day. And for the sells, would be the same sell idea. Hold, actually break this, come back to 409s, and then flush down. So see what happens. The reason why I actually like the potential idea for the buys here is, again, the daily is at the bottom of his daily range, and we could see some pairing of losses, right? Kind of like this daily candle. It came all the way down and paired losses. Let me see how much we paired. 187, so about almost 1% we were able to get back before we closed. So kind of the same idea for this, kind of the same idea here, how we're at 873 this day on Thursday, but we didn't close, or when we closed, I'm sorry, we closed at 22,000. Same here. The low of day was 21.5. We closed at 21.7. That is a big difference. So just looking to take advantage of that. And the thing I really like about this little area, 15-minute, is it coincides perfectly with this 5-minute. So 3 minutes to go. If it closes and holds, we know what we're doing. All right, let's check the forbidden time frame here. Very nice push down. The sales look great here. The only problem with selling it here at 320s is that you're selling the lows, right? Relative to the information that we currently have, you'd be selling the lows, right? Because you don't know, maybe this can actually go 100 points. And in retrospect, in hindsight, everything's 2020, right? So it wouldn't be the lows. But as of now, as of right now, this moment, we'd be selling the lows. And we'd be selling the extreme lows of the 4 hour and the daily and the 1 hour as well. I mean, all time frames, but especially the daily. Cracking right through. Absolutely stunning price action right now. Very beautiful. Okay, so 20 seconds for the 15-minute. It looks like it's going to hold. Seconds. Nice. Okay, so we get the close. See how low this can go.
Ouch.
Right, really is. There's not much to do here. Very nice lows.
Oh.
Hmm, what's up? No, he's not.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
Hello, 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 hello.
Okay.
Wait for Santa Claus. You know he's late. Okay, so 12 minutes on the hourly to go. Welcome to trading. Waiting and waiting and waiting. They should call it waiting, not trading. Waiting, not trading. So, again, there's nothing interesting here for me yet. I am regretting not taking the sells off of that 15-minute lower high right there. And betting that it would be the potential lower high. Because we see that all the time. We actually got caught. If you watch our last video, on the 5-minute, the same pattern, we bought it thinking that we would shoot up. We got a bearish candle right after the low was confirmed, and it printed new lows. And we saw the same thing on the 15-minute. But to be honest, we didn't see it until after the move was already confirmed. So we got to work on that. Just being more present, balancing, narrating, balancing our thoughts, balancing our patience uh, with precise scanning of the charts. Because it's not enough to just look at the chart, I have to actually analyze the chart. So I can look at a chart and be thinking about something else and be seeing something else. So that's something I need to work on. Sure. All right, so we are willing to take those four nines again. So let's just see what happens. All right, so we have about 8 minutes left until we know where the hourly and 4 hours head is at. See if it wants to close below the daily range or hold it. Let's see. All right, so obviously having some trouble here at 360s. 360s is that 5 minute lower high as well. So the struggle there is not random. The struggle is there. And the struggle is also uh, whether price is going to hold the bottom of that range with the daily. Buyers look pretty weak. It's only 7 minutes to go. See what they can do. Or if the sellers are just going to dominate here. All right, about 5 minutes left. Amazing, bro. Because price literally just does the same thing over and over again. Over and over again. All right. Definitely going to be patient. Not rush into anything. That's one of the biggest things that we've learned in back testing is there's opportunity, man. Like there will be opportunity if you just wait. And the opportunity is not always to take a trade, right? The opportunity is to practice patience. Opportunities to practice awareness. It's not always an opportunity to make money. The market always does give you an opportunity. And one of the things I heard from Justin Werling, I think that's how you say his name, but that really stuck with me. That because it makes a lot of sense. And it's very, very true. So shout out to Justin. So the S&P, very similar price action. Let's show that here real quick. Very similar with it's the same trade pretty much. But this one is, oh, look at that beautiful lower high. Well, potential is not confirmed yet. But okay, so 3 minutes. Let's see. So this is also not a bad idea. Hmm. From my perspective and the way I view the market, the reason why price stopped there is because that's where structure is. And I'll show you on the line chart. Ready? Right here. See the last structure point. If price is going to continue the movement down, which it looks like it wants to, then it's going to hold that level. See it come up back here. Whoops. You see it come here, and then now it's selling off. So that was, in hindsight, that's a good trade idea. Very, very good. So we are down on the Nasdaq almost 2%, 1.83 as of right now. And I don't know when this is going to find a low at the bottom. Be down here. I'm going to put something there. And we might just have to wait for that, to be honest. Far, but it's not that far. Let me see. Let's flip there on 15. Very nice movement. Okay, look at that four. That is a mean candle. Looks like it wants to close at its lows. Makes sense. Given what the daily is trying to do. I do want to be a seller. For right now, I do want to be a seller for sure. Just not here. Wow. It does feel like the markets are moving a little bit slower today, but that could just be me adjusting to the slightly higher time frames. Yeah, let's check out the 1 minute. Oh yeah, so clean. Get off these lows. Let's see how much risk this was. Very good trade. All right, looks like we're trying to put in a low on the 15 and 5. 1 hour is also flipping. I do want to be a seller for sure, but I wouldn't mind buying, especially since we're moving a lot. It's oscillating a lot, so it's giving me a lot of opportunity. See, what is that right there? Retesting these lows. Now those buyers rejected right off of 300. So a lot of times with our pair the losses idea, trade idea, we notice that we usually get in way too early. So right now would be that time, way too early. But we are thinking of getting in somewhere. Somewhere if the market wants to give it to us today. But I am wary to buy this. Okay, so bottom of the 5 is confirmed. 10 minutes ago, the 15. Just have like so little confidence in these buys. And usually Or we take buys in these conditions, get wrecked. We rationalize and say, oh, well, the low might be in, you can put your stop right there. Just not a big fan of this candle. Oops. Let's lock this drawing, actually. Let me see this real quick. So, I mean, we are at support, actually. So that is good to know. Could this be the spot where we retrace and get a lower high on the 1 hour? Potentially. I just don't have confidence in this. 4 hours the same. Alright, buyers are trying to step in at 300. All 300. Sellers just keep swatting them down. I really am tempted to try these buys, but I want to listen to the lack of confidence. Rio protects me. I need to listen to it. A good trade would be with this to hold, just like this, boom, just like this. Imagine both time frames to closed. 15 minute has 6 minutes. Um, we get a nice quick flush. Somewhere around here, and then we wake back up like this. I'd catch it down here. Oh, let me take this off. Somewhere around here, around 265. And then put the stop, 45. And then that would be, it would be kind of like this trade right here on the daily. So you have a nice bull candle. This would be the bull candle. And it comes down, takes out liquidity right here. Well, this one would extend it. This is not a perfect example, but the example is that it comes down and then flips up and then continues higher. But this is in a bullish trend, so that's probably not the best example. But boom, okay, so we do want to see that. 5 minutes to close. Even as a bullish doji would be nice. It's just the 5 minute is not, it's not it, bro. It's not it. Okay, 3 minutes. Training is really boring. Oh, really, really boring. I am really bored right now. But it looks like it wants to hold and create the bottom of this. But there's just a lot, there's just so much time, man, with the 1 hour. It's like cool, like we can get our setup on the 15 minute. Yeah, it looks good. And then the 1 minute could just walk around. See here, 1 minute. Yes, it looks like it was the bottom. Very nice. So again, it's kind of like the question we asked in the beginning. Do I think that this is going to keep selling off? If it is, then I should be looking for a lower high within here to sell from. I mean, this could be it on the 1 minute, but at the same time, it could be garbage. This is definitely the trade of the day right here. Very nice push up. It is tricky now because it's where's the path of least resistance? Is it actually back down, or is it actually up now because of the support? I mean, I'd probably say back down just because of how heavy the hard time frames are. I think we can at least retest the bottom of this right here, these 280s. I need to shift. It is being very patient here. This is actually beginning to shift here. Back down. So the question is, do I sell once it breaks or should I wait for the lower high here? I think I'm gonna have to wait. Let it break. Let's see what price we can get maybe back here or better. 325s. Let's see if we can get a better price for the sells. So the sell idea is to get maybe this price. The reason being again is because we shifted here on the 1 minute. So get the lower high on the 1 minute, which would confirm lower high on the 5 minute, even if it doesn't break. It's still potential movement down, which is that's all we need. We don't need a big move. And that would be a good trade. So a little higher would be nice. So again, I am tempted to sell there, but I do not want to sell the lows. Especially not as support. Now we just did have a slight shift back, bullish. Oh, wrong time frame. Hold on. So a buy back up would be nice, maybe. But that's such a like. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, I am gonna try the sells here because it shifted and shifted back. I'll put this top here. Let's see if we can get new lows. Yes, it looks like we do have room. Run. See how far it can go. Looks very weak. And also this is the same. This is the same pattern where the bulls try to come in, then it gets rejected by a bearish candle and flushes. It's the same candle. Or sorry, it's the same pattern. So new lows on the 5 minute. See if it can come down for us. So let's see if it wants to go down to these 4 hour lows for us. That would be nice. I'll watch it on this. Let's do this one actually. All right, so it's struggling to go in our direction for us. Doesn't know what it wants to do here. Just be patient. All right. Just gonna have to be very patient today. Got a lot of spooks. Yeah, so a nice 15-minute flip and a flush would be great for our position. If possible. Right, so obviously the sellers are failing here. Because they don't want it bad enough. Or they don't want it that bad, I guess. Right here. Oh yeah, okay. So looks like this was the bottom. Awesome. So let's look at this again. So we were selling the lows at support. We were hoping for this one to flip on the 5 minute, but we didn't get what we wanted. That's okay. Oh no, this is the wrong one. What? There we go. So here we had the 5. And here we have 15.